Hey, what's up, everybody? What's good? Hey, man, listen, this Ja Morant situation got everybody going crazy, man. So I'm about to bring an NBA All-Star to my live today. I'm gonna bring in my man Cuttino Mobley, and I'm gonna argue with y'all about this whole Ja Morant situation because, in my personal opinion, Ja Morant didn't do a damn thing wrong, and I'm sick and tired of these NBA niggas. I done seen all these niggas. My nigga Cat just got on TV, man, cooking Ja Morant, saying that the nigga should get 50 games, 100 games, something like that. I think that all these niggas is wrong. I disagree 1,000% with all these niggas jumping on this nigga back. Listen, I ain't see a crime committed yesterday. He flashed a gun in the car. He wasn't at an NBA game. He didn't break a fucking Tennessee law. He didn't point the gun at anybody. Man, you can't tell me he did something wrong. No, I don't want to hear none of that. Where my man Cat at? Cat, where you at? I'm about to bring in Cuttino Mobley, and we about to have a little conversation about this joint. Where you at, Cat? You in here? Tag. He ain't do nothing wrong. I don't want to hear that. I'm waiting on my man Cat. We gonna have a real debate. Where you at, nigga? But it's a good conversation. Ivy, what's up? You getting in here yet? Yeah, the white boys can come out here and have guns all over the place, man. They can shoot shit, they can point and flash their guns, and it's cool. The minute that nigga listen to NBA Young Boy have been anywhere in the vicinity, this nigga is out of here. Is it immature? Yes, we can argue it's immature. Should he be doing it? No, he should not be doing it. But did he do anything wrong? I'm just trying to fucking tell you. Oh, man, cat out. And I know a lot of y'all might see it from the other lens, and you might say, "Hey, man, the nigga got a contract. He got to abide by the contract." No, I am pulling the race card. I am pulling the race card, and I'm gonna make my point here in a second. Look at that. I'm gonna make my point here in a second. Watch this right here. See, when white athletes hold firearms, there is never any type of outrage. Hell yeah, I'm pulling the race card like a motherfucker. I'm pulling the race card like a motherfucker. Because I just want to make a point. If you look at the reality of what happens a lot of times, and now Jordan did some bonehead shit. That shit he did in the strip club, some of them other incidents, complete bonehead shit. He blew a lot of money. He fucked up a lot of money. Called himself like $39 million already because he made the All Star shit, and then probably with this new shit, he probably gonna cost himself another 50 to 100 million plus because he got all kind of goofy shit going on right now. So This isn't about making excuses, because I think that there's perspective, and there should be like two sides of the token, because in the contract, at no point in that contract is there a clause that says this man can't have no damn gun. LeBron James would never do it. LeBron wouldn't do it. We know that. That's not the point. I'm just talking about the contradiction when you see motherfuckers that if he was breaking the law, I'm 100% like, yo, punish the nigga. But what law did he break? What law did he break? What did he actually violate? Man, that shit wasn't on his IG live. I don't even know if he knew the nigga was live or not. I just want to know. There you go. There go Cat. Yeah, LeBron wouldn't do no shit like that.
Yo, listen, I hear you, dog.
He ain't do nothing wrong, bro.
You don't believe that yourself. Seriously.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I just looked you dead in your eyes and I told you that. Now, the other stuff that he did, the strip club incidents and some of the shit where he getting in fights and everything else,
So
yeah, you're not a pocket.
So what you're saying is you won off from this. That means these are isolated incidents then. So every time somebody do something to TonyTheCloser, every time somebody do something to Tone, the first time, then the second time, then the third time, then the fourth time. First of all, you are a part of a organization, a corporation that is billions and billions of dollars over 250 something countries that influence millions of children. You don't think he did nothing wrong after the 6 incidents he did before this? You telling me he did nothing wrong?
I said based off what he did in that car, I want to know what he did.
I just told you. I said 6 incidents before that.
See, those other 6 incidents, Cat, absolutely. But this isn't the same shit. Man, he was getting in the fight.
If she cheat on you the other 3 times and you forgive her, and then she do it again, then what? It's okay.
So, Cat, let me ask you a question. When we look at the previous incidents, you had fights, you had like the strip club incident, but now we talking about him sitting in the car. Now this is in the house. I mean, this basically you in your own property, private property. The shit, if y'all, man, you had to stop and pause the video. The shit was like a millitenth of a second. It was like zoop. I just want to know. You telling me in the midst of maybe.
You know how fast a bullet is?
Oh, come on. He wasn't shooting no bullet though.
No, the bullet's fast. You know how fast a bad decision is? You can go to the store and get a condom. You don't get the condom, she get pregnant. Depending on how much money you make, 5 figures a month.
It's expensive.
Real quick. That's what I'm saying. You are influence to people in real estate. I'm an influence in whatever I do. We are mentor. Whether you want to be it or not, you're a father and you're a mentor. Whether you want to be anything else or not, you are a father and you're a good father. You mentor to certain people. But there's other people that want to be like Tony. So that means everything you do, they watch. I don't care if you don't want them to do it or not. They watch it. So listening to what you're saying, you're saying, okay, this incident, he didn't break no law. He didn't do anything. He was with his friend. Bro, the NBA, Adam Silver talked to you. Jalen Rose had you on ESPN. All these people had these things going on. All I'm saying is, as black men, forget everybody else. I ain't been Jewish. I ain't been white. I ain't been Russian. I ain't been German. I ain't been anything Latin. I ain't been none of those things. I've only been a black man. We got to do extra. We got to do extra. So in doing extra, that right there is too extra. Meaning that's setting us back. It's setting you back. 6, 7 incidents. No one's perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. I'm cool. I'm not saying the person's not supposed to be perfect. But you don't get that. So So you go rob a store. So you're known for robbing stores. So you go into the store, you rob the store. My mom gave me this analogy. You go into the store and you got a gun, but you ain't got no bullets in the motherfucker. So I ain't got no bullets in it, but then you tell the cops, hey, don't shoot me. I ain't got no bullets. It was just a joke. They ain't had no much in there. But they know you for robbing. That's what they know you for. They know you for robbing. But this gun ain't got no bullets. I ain't really mean nothing. I just wanted them to give me the money. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted. That's okay. Adam Silver spoke to you, fam. You the face of the NBA, which we want. I think you're amazing. My 13-year-old son loves you.
Somebody said that they think that if he was a regular person, he would be in jail right now. It wouldn't be in jail by having a gun in the car, a legal firearm. Well, I can tell you that.
The cops would have pulled up next to him. It wouldn't have been no, I'm Ja Morant.
If the police pulled up to him in Memphis and he's a legal licensed gun holder, then what would be the issue?
Got that close?
Huh?
If they seen a gun waving, you think they would have got that close for a conversation?
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point right there. That's a good point.
They wouldn't even got that close, fam. The gun was here, toting. Now it's Ja Morant. You know how many times did TonyTheCloser or Cuttino Mobley or any other celebrity, athlete, whatever it is, cops stop us, and as soon as we say our name, oh man, listen, drive slow. We got that. But don't put extra gas on this. Come on, man.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out why all of every goddamn black professional athlete that said suspend and fire this man.
Say what?
Every black professional athlete out here is saying suspend and fire Ja Morant.
Tell me.
50 game, 100 game, full season, all kind of shit.
Everybody else, what is your punishment?
Say it again.
Forget everybody else. What's yours then?
Man,
you gotta. If you have an opinion, you gotta have one.
Yo, I told you already on the phone, nigga. He wouldn't get a suspension from me. He wouldn't get it. Not from yesterday. He gets no suspension from yesterday from me. If I'm in charge, that shit yesterday don't get a suspension.
Oh, you're basing it on yesterday. It's not about yesterday.
It's once again, all the other shit. Yeah, he owned that. He got to own that.
Tone, it's a perception, fam. It's a perception. You gonna let a nigga that steal from you into your house? You're not doing it. And
man, listen. If that nigga was listening to Dirk's Bentley versus NBA YoungBoy, nobody would give a fuck.
No, that's not the point.
Man, if he was listening to Dirk's Bentley saying goddamn barefoot blue jean night, they wouldn't say the motherfucking thing to him. See, the reality is that white people get to do shit that niggas can't do. I'm just sitting here looking. Look, let me tell you how biased media is. I just looked up athletes that with guns. I just Googled athletes with guns, and they have a listing on a Bleacher Report with the 10 most idiotic athletes with guns. Every athlete that they have on this motherfucking list is a nigga. See, this is my problem with this shit, because white boys do this shit all the time, and nobody give them no pushback at all. They literally have a list right now, the 10 most idiotic athletes with guns, and they all niggas. Why is it that black men are, hold, let me finish. Why is it that black men are treated differently when it comes to fucking firearms? White boys are always able to carry firearms, show firearms. Matter of fact, they got a picture of the senator and all his family all holding up guns, and it's all okay. So I just want to know, when it comes to black men, black athletes, like, I want to know, why is it the fact that niggas is the only ones that's not allowed to have a gun without it being a threat? Man, and the reason why I say this is because even me as a black man, I've had my rights violated by police by simply having a gun in my presence. So I want to know, like, yo, and I'm not bugging, because some of y'all so caught in this slavery ass mindset. You got to understand, out of all the shit that's happened, and I'm gonna flip this shit so you can see it. This list, bro, has nothing but niggas. Like, how is it that you telling me when I look at all these motherfucking white guys, that have also been arrested for guns and shit like that over the years. All these fucking white boys that over the years that have been arrested with fucking guns. And the 10 most idiotic athletes, every one of them, they got it listed as a nigga. Every one of them. Everyone up here, they put a nigga. Not one white person out of all this shit. See, this is my issue, is the way the media portrays niggas with guns versus white people with guns. Now, I just went on to YouTube, and I looked up on YouTube, and I started looking at Carson Wentz, and I seen all these other white boys that they get to go fucking hunting. They get to go flash their guns and get to take pictures with their guns, and nobody says anything. But the minute that a nigga does it, it's something completely different. Oh, now that's my issue, because at the end of the day, we still have a Second Amendment right. And with having a Second Amendment right, he did not break a single law.
You're convoluting the argument, Tone. You cannot do that, because a lot of people are not intelligent. That is not good to do, bro. You cannot do that. Forget the white and black shit. Forget white people in general. As a country, how about this one? As a country, we're so powerful, we're 25th in education. How many parents, how many even black, just forget white people, forget white folks. How many black moms and dads sit there and read every single night to their children? I'm asking you a question. How many you think? Every one of them? Because the literacy, bro, listen, let's not even get there. Forget white and black. Stop putting that divide. Forget all that. When something happens and it's 6 times, and then the 7th time we said we brushed it underneath the rug. So if it was black and white, after the first time, they would have made it a big problem. The 6th time, now the 7th time comes, and they say, listen, stop doing that, because this is the organization. It's an organization. Regardless of what it is or not, it's an organization. That's all I'm saying. Be better. That's all it is. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I love Ja Morant. I do. I swear to God, I think he reminds me of Steve Francis. Like the explosion, the whole thing, just electrifying, blah, 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 the whole thing. Steve, my brother. But you can tell when certain things, certain groups of people connect to an individual, and they become that host. They become like bloodsuckers, and they're not telling you the right thing to make us better as a society. Jay-Z, LeBron James, guys like that. Like, it's excellence. Relax with all the extra stuff. People can say whatever they want about Jay or LeBron. LeBron came into 18 with a single mom, bro. Jay-Z, whatever. He's amazing. I don't care. And people can say all the extra stuff. It's very hard staying successful. We have a different goalpost to reach than everyone else. And until we get to that goalpost consistently as a black community, it will be always somebody bailing someone out with a whole bunch of other people saying, come on, man, that's all. Bro, this is an isolated incident that you're making, and it was 6 other times that someone did this. I'm not saying castrate the person. All I'm saying is, what is it then? Tell me what it is. Because he didn't get the message that Adam Silver gave him. He didn't get I didn't make the All-NBA team, so there's $40 million I lost. There's Powerade. There's the contract where NBA ain't even get in there yet. NBA ain't even tell you how many games they're going to take from him. And my son, my little son, compared to millions of people. Me personally, you make mistakes, but you can't keep doing them. And then everybody say it's okay. Oh, he's human. If you're not perfect, if you're perfect, then cast a stone. If you're not perfect, you should say anything. Come on, man. That's cold. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. I don't care about what the whites or the Latins or this. That's not what in this moment. I'm talking about the individual. When you start to it's like saying Black Lives Matter. When you talk about Black Lives Matter, it's about all lives matter. See, here you go. All the semantics. Come on with the semantics. Let's talk about the issue. This is the issue. Stop with the semantics. This is the issue. So young people understand this is not us. We're excellent. They don't want us to be excellent. We're excellent. And when you let excuses go by and this, that, whatever, when do you learn from it as a person, as an individual? I want to be better. So tell me if I'm messing up, Tone. I want you to do that because I want to be better. Not just for me, for my kids, for the little kids that the young adults. I want to be doing that. But we're not like that. Oh, you ain't really do much. Oh, come on. Everybody has guns. We talking about everybody. We talking about the individual. Because the individual is getting $40-something million a year. The individual, millions of people follow him. That's the individual.
So, Kat, I had asked you a question offline, but I want you to talk about it online. Let's talk about what's in the contract. Is there something in the NBA contract that speaks about the ability to be able to carry a firearm? Are there clauses that say what type of clauses are in the NBA contract on the record?
I don't know if it's in there strictly, but it can be it can be written into your own contracts about certain things that they want you to do and don't want you to do, right? Like, so motorcycles, like driving a motorcycle. So my thing is like the NBA, when Adam Silver talks to you about the gunplay, that's basically not in your contract, but that's in your contract. Because I just told you, don't play like that. That's not the image we want, right? So it's not in the contract that you can't have firearm. Brad Miller was one of my teammates, Sacramento Kings. He hunted. He had firearms. Was Brad toting it everywhere? No, he was not. That's not how it worked. Did people know he was? I don't think they did. I don't know. He was hunting like deer and all the types. He did all that. But my point is, I don't think if it's in the contract. Now, if you mess up, just like an actor, if an actor is on drugs or heavy on drugs or whatever it is, they put in the contract, listen, you got to be coherent, blah, blah, no drugs, no this, that, whatever. They can put it individual contracts. You can do that. I don't know if that's in his new one. I don't know that.
But just off the typical
no, you can't, because it's the Second Amendment. You can't tell a person they can't have a gun. You cannot.
So my next question, because I'm not familiar with all those other incidents that Ja had, right? So I'm not like you an NBA guy, you more in the know, and for everybody that's tuned in today, this is Cuttino Mobley. If you aren't familiar, NBA. How many years you played? Kat? 12-year NBA star, and I really just I like to have a conversation with people and just kind of. I want to just press the button and ask some questions a little bit differently because in my personal opinion, I think there has to be a separation between the on the court and off the court activities. I seen Ja Morant get a lot of scrutiny for being inside of a strip club, dancing and everything else beyond the firearm. I seen some of the conversation that people were talking about was just like regular nigga shit. Niggas that go to the strip club and have a good night. And now I know there were other incidents where he had like some fights or something else, but I'm just trying to understand, Kat, like what are these other incidents? Because I think when we start hearing like these other incidents, it's like grouping like multiple things, and some of them are kind of I don't really know if the strip club incident was what. I don't know if that was like. I just want to know what your opinion is on this shit because it's obviously like a lot happening.
You're the leader of the team, okay? You're the leader of the team. When Kobe got in his little situation back in Denver, right? He went on a tear, okay? Super focused, laser focused, right? Michael Jordan. You can name the big, people who are the team. So the team kind of mimics the character of the leader, okay? Well, they usually should mimic the character of the leader. So they lose to Denver. Denver's like 1, Memphis is like 2, right? So it was a big game. They lose. Now, he's at the strip club, okay? And this situation happens because there was other things that happened while this happened. The Indiana incident, his friend getting banned from it. Like, it was so many things that started to accumulate. Compound interest. You as a finance guy, you understand compound interest. Everything started to. So the NBA, don't get it twisted. The NBA, they got people watching you. There's a business. So I got to protect my investment. You are an investment. You making me money. So when I'm making you money, but you making me money. So when you making me money, I got to watch what you're doing. Correct? So when you're doing all these different things, I see you going off the deep end. Hold on one second, because you did this, finish line, volleyball, this guy, that person, IG with the kid, and you went out and got your gun. But all these different things are starting to happen. Now they're like, whoa, chill out. Now, it wasn't so much as the NBA saying, look at what he did. It was the social media posting stuff. So the NBA had to, my opinion, had to get in front of it. So now to get in front of it, it's like, we don't condone that. So now what we did was we said, yo, listen, I'm going to talk to you one-on-one, Adam Silver, Ja, Jalen Rose, Ja, but everybody heard the Jalen Rose one, right? Now we all were knuckleheads. I'm not saying that. But people have to understand also, too, is it's like that incident in Denver, you just lost the game. Then you at a spot. There's different things that happen where you are, do I care? Do I really care? I don't know how you were when y'all lost or won, but I was a sore loser. I don't feel like doing certain stuff, especially as a leader. Stephen Adams just gave you the speech prior to that of how we need to be more focused. How before you went and did all that, Stephen Adams gave a speech about how we need to be more focused, stay in, don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. We have a goal. Stephen Adams gave that speech. You turn around that night after you lose to go do that.
All right, so I had asked you about the other incidents, but I had looked up the other incidents just because I like to give context. All right. So the other incidents Ja Morant was involved in following the game against the Indiana Pacers, Morant's father and a close friend were involved in a shouting match with members of the Pacers as the Pacers were leaving a slow moving SUV, which Morant was in, aimed a red laser at them. The NBA investigated the incident, but ultimately decided not to discipline Morant. Number two, there was another incident where Morant's father and another Grizzly had a courtside shouting match with Shannon Sharpe, which resulted in an apology from Shannon Sharpe. The third incident was over the summer. A high school player was invited to a pickup game at Morant's house. After an exchange of hard passes, Morant allegedly punched the teenager several times in the face. Morant later appeared with a gun in his waistband as the teenager was leaving. Morant claimed to be acting in self-defense and was not charged by the police. The other incident was over the summer. Morant's mother got into an argument with a store employee at a local mall, called Morant to the scene. A confrontation ensued, escalated until someone in the group allegedly pushed the security director in the head. Morant was reported to have a threatening comment, but no arrests were made. And then most recently, he was seen with a video flashing a gun inside the club following a game at the Denver Nuggets situation. So it should be noted that Morant has never been charged by the police in any of these incidents. They've never prosecuted him, and yeah. So, Kat, the nigga, goddamn, I'm hearing 50 games, all this season shit. This some bullshit for real. I just don't agree. I don't agree, man.
I don't know who said 50 games.
Man, I'm hearing people saying half a season in the season.
That's all speculation.
Man,
NBA.
so, hold on, but Kat, real quick. These young guys, man, obviously, like, it's a lot of young guys coming into the league. We're influenced by hip hop. Obviously, like, just being in that celebrity status, man, having a firearm is important. You got to be able to protect yourself. So I see a lot of people that's trying to, like, de-arm athletes, like saying athletes shouldn't have guns, stuff like that. I just completely disagree with that. As a matter of fact, I just seen Brian Robinson come in here. He was a victim of a robbery last year in DC. Got shot. I think, like, man, there's a lot of situations.
Where at?
In DC.
Where?
What you mean?
Home? What,
Huh?
at his home?
No, he was out somewhere in DC and got shot. They tried to rob his car. They tried to take his car.
Okay.
Right? So these guys are guys that come into a lot of money. They're gonna have vehicles that people gonna obviously be wanting to come after. They got likeness that people might try to come after. I just don't agree with the fact that we out here now trying to say that these guys shouldn't be able to have a firearm. They shouldn't have a gun. Like, yeah, some of this shit, man, this nigga tripping. Like, I like when I hear some of this shit, like, yeah, Ja, you tripping, bro. Like, this nigga, his mom, first off, his mom and dad seem like they causing some of this shit too from some of these reports. If his dad getting into it multiple times and his mom called him to the scene,
Twice.
like they put him, huh?
Twice.
Yeah, it seems like his family is putting him in some of these situations as well. But once again, when I hear the severity of what people are trying to push right now, saying that, hey, look, suspend him, take away his career, all these different things where he's never even been charged with anything. He obviously has the right to bear arms, or they would have said that listen, this guy has an illegal gun. He's not illegally carrying a gun. And I want to know, like, because I'm a gun advocate. I carry a gun everywhere. Cat thinks differently than I think, and this is why I actually brought him on my live, because you were having this debate just a few minutes ago. I don't think and agree with the fact that his man should be suspended for fucking flashing the gun.
Money. You make money. Okay? You make money. You're successful. I respect you. I appreciate you. I even reached out to you before you reached out to me, because I wanted to know what everything was. Hi, little mama. Say hi to Tone.
What's up? How are you?
Good.
What's up?
Yeah. So my thing is, I used to have security. I had a driver. I had everything when I was in that world.
Somebody just said you can't brandish a gun. Like, brandish a gun would mean you would be doing it in open public, man. He's in his car. That's not brandishing a firearm. Y'all need to learn the law, bro. Y'all out of control. Y'all making up shit.
Okay.
That is not brandishing a weapon.
Okay.
God, y'all niggas is tripping.
Listen, that's your opinion, Tone. That's your opinion. I'm not saying you can't have a gun. Don't wash it. Don't wash it. Don't wash it like you're doing. I'm a therapist. Don't do that. Don't wash it like you're doing. What I'm saying to you, you can have a gun. I got guns. You can have a gun. Carry. If you have to, you know what I start doing, Tone? When I start making real money, and I knew where I go. If I gotta get patted down, I'm not going in. Y'all got it. I'm cool. I don't want no problems. This too dangerous for me. It ain't that exciting. But see, everybody like that thrill. They want the thrill. Pat me down. I got my boys with me. See, you different from your boys, because I got boys that are knuckleheads. Sometimes I can't control them. It's what it is. Tone making money. But guess what? When something happened, they not going to sue the boys. They coming for Tone. So if you don't act like that quickly, something going to go wrong. It's super simple. I don't know. I don't know any other way to say it. My dad a two-striker. My brother's 3 lifetimes. My uncle's a lifer. My cousin died in the streets. Bro, nah, dog. I'm cool on it. I don't want the problem. It's a head crip that lives in Memphis and said that to Ja. He said, listen, you throwing up all these signs and everything. Come hang with us for a second. He has, that I know of, he ain't went over there yet. It's the wrong world. Some people have to do it. Get security. That's it. If you feel a certain way, just get security. That's all. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta get security. That's all I'm saying. We got images, man. We Tony, regardless if you didn't want to be what Tony, you're influenced by so many people want to be like Tony. So show them what's the best way to be, bro. I'm a single dad. I promote that for fathers. I fight for fathers. Yeah.
Cat, that shit happened so fast, y'all ain't even see the goddamn gun.
I did.
Man, y'all, that shit happened so fast, y'all ain't even see the gun.
Okay.
Man, y'all tell me y'all see that gun, man. Y'all stop this bullshit, man.
Something wrong. Tones.
Hey, where you see the gun? Hey, look.
Hey,
Look. Man, hell no,
no, Tom,
man.
seriously, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you.
Hey, dog. Hey, look, hold on. That nigga his homie pulled that shit back so fast, man. Oh, shit.
No way. Pull back what? It's an IG.
No, I'm talking about, man, that shit was a tenth of a second, man. That nigga, man. Oh.
Real gangsters, real gangbang, they not doing this. They not doing it. Leaving them alone is disrespectful. They live a different life. They don't want to be stressed every day.
Man, that young
they want to sit
boy, that NBA young boy had these niggas acting up, man.
Huh?
NBA young boy had these niggas acting up, man.
You heard what he said. He had an epiphany.
Man,
I don't even.
NBA young boy ain't had no goddamn epiphany. That nigga just told Lil Durk and them he was on their ass the other day. That nigga ain't had no epiphany.
But it wasn't him who said, like, I can't believe
Man, hell no. That nigga crazy, man. Hell no. I'm not listening to nothing NBA young boy say. Hell no. Man, hell no. Nigga, we use the NBA young boy as an example. Man, shit, we all in trouble.
No, he just said that about a month or something ago, bro. I'm telling you.
Shit, that nigga just a couple days ago told them niggas he was about to get their ass, man. Man, you say NBA young boy? Man, that nigga crazy as a motherfucker, boy. That nigga crazy. You talk about goddamn Ja Morant think he crazy. No, NBA young boy really like that. That nigga definitely goddamn ain't right. Yeah, hell no. Man, that nigga young boy is crazy as a motherfucker.
So much. I love us so much that at the end of the day, I just want them to do good, man. I want people to come on Tone's joint and Tone help them become rich. If they want to come help, they want to come to me and help me, let me help them become better people. You know what I mean? Because of the mentorship, whether it's basketball, whether it's life, fathers, mentor, come to us. That's what
your mother's a goofy, nigga.
Huh?
Nigga here talking about Tony's a goofy. I told him his mother's a goofy.
Oh, I'm not reading it. But anyway, my point I'm trying to make is like, you have a bigger platform, and you're such a, like, it's hard to make money, man. You're showing people how to do it now and teaching them that. You know, listen, man, like, people are so easily influenced. That's the reason why Hitler took over so many people. That's the reason why the government, like, come on, man, like, the smallest little thing that you may not mean, but then everybody else can take out of proportion. Like, that's how it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, how one man take over a nation.
Hey, look, man, I just I wanted to be somebody that spoke from the opposite side, because I just think that it's unfair when I'm hearing like all the vets just say suspend this man and he should be losing the whole season. And it's obvious that the take is you know, he made a mistake. He shouldn't have been flashing the fucking gun. Obviously, we all know that. But you know, to act as if a law was broken and he should be losing this whole season and shit like that. That was really what my position is on this. Is that it's not trolling. I don't believe that this man should lose a season of playing basketball when he didn't commit a crime. And that's just like, I mean, I think if he was actually doing some bullshit, like, you know, when you see typical guys, like, what was Gilbert Arenas' suspension?
I forget.
But that was a real incident that happened in the locker room where there was a real threat. Like, obviously, like, people can question the safety of everything that happened, but man, like, to say that we trying to take and suspend a kid for a full season for something like that, there were no bylaws broken. That's what I'm saying. Like, I asked Kat specifically, like, is there anything that would say, hey, that's against the laws of the NBA or the code of conduct? Because I wanted to know that. I'm asking that. Like, right, Kat? You said no, right?
No, what I'm saying is the reason. See, it's very an open-ended question that you're asking. If this was the first time something like that happened, cool. It's on Mother's Day too. It's the first time, cool. But bro, this is 6 incidents prior to this, and the NBA warned you to chill out. This is not us as a brand. You are a part of us. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not like they didn't warn you. They warned you. And you said, you know what? Go fuck yourself. I'll do what I want to do. But Luke Kennard hit 10 threes right after his little situation. And then he quoted some stuff. I don't know what it was. Gunplay, this, that, whatever. This, my city. I run this city. It was like that. It's like, regardless if you don't mean anything and it's just trendy, there's slow people that think what you're doing is cool. You need to be more responsible. That's all I'm saying. Just be more responsible.
So what do you say the punishment is then?
You know what? I think it's about 20-something games in the first season. I think it's 20-something games. You got to learn from this, bro. You got to go get help. You got to get help.
What kind of help do you think he needs?
You know, it's a lot of who we are as people. The first 7 years of your life is 75% of who you are, right? And then the other 25% is latched on after that, right? Your environment. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what it is, but whatever it is repeating itself. Like, you truthfully don't care. Just think about it. Someone cheats on you, steals from you. You give them a chance. Then you give them another chance. You give them benefit of the doubt. Oh, I lost my phone. Sorry, I didn't call you, babe. Oh, you know what? Damn, that money went up. Like, you keep making excuses. Then it's something blatant where I see you with that female inside the car. Oh, that's just my friend. Damn, you keep saying that. I keep forgiving them. Then it gets to this one. But it was 6 other incidents. So how should I take it? So all I'm saying is, like, what should I? Because I spoke to you as a grown-up. You went on TV as a grown-up.
Who do you think is responsible for this? Is this his parents? Is this his dad's fault? Is his mom's fault?
I think it's collective. I think it's his father and his mother that needs accountability. I truthfully do. Right? That where it's like, listen, you can disown me all you want, but you have a little sister. You have a daughter. You have different things that's going on where you're representing us. See, the Morant brand is powerful. Well, was powerful, but it is powerful. So when you play with that brand, like, it's hard to come back from that, man. It's just hard, Tone. It's hard, man. You don't get the other chances that everybody else gets. You know, you just don't get those chances, bro. I don't. You know, it's just it's not normal.
Hey, yo, I just want to talk about this because I just like, y'all say it ain't about race and shit like that, but I like talking about the shit.
That's totally different.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit, Cat.
It's totally different.
I don't want to hear that shit, Cat. Come on, Cat. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Come on, Cat.
Did the NFL go to Carson Wentz 6 times?
Hey, Cat.
I'm asking a question. Is it yes or no? Did the NFL go to Carson Wentz 6 times because he was disrespecting what they told him? Yes or no?
Nope.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. That's it.
You can read this though, right? I just want to make sure you can read this though, right?
He gifted them shotguns. He gifted them shotguns. Maybe all of them were hunters. Who cares? Who cares?
You know one thing about it, man. Hey, look. I just making the point that when a nigga got a gun and a white boy got a gun, it's a completely different narrative.
Leave that alone. That's too much. The Donald Trump and all the other stuff, forget all that. Get to the point where they reminded him not to do X, Y, and Z.
And I just want you to know they got celebratory arms. They got Carson Wentz with celebratory arms. Just look at the difference in the press, man. He got celebrating arms as he's giving out shotguns, man.
Not the same, fam. It's not the same.
Why? Listen, if they making it about the guns, why not keep it about the guns? He's a law-abiding citizen, right? He's a law-abiding citizen, right?
I can't believe you're doing this. It's crazy. I can't believe you're doing this.
Hey, yo, what you mean you can't believe it?
I can't believe it, bro. Be more responsible.
Hey, listen, we talking about the fact that we looking at, I just have to point out that they don't have the same outrage if it was a white person that brandished a gun. And I'm not missing the point. I'm just making a point.
Name a white boy that they warned 6 times.
He didn't get warned 6 times about a gun though, so that's like misleading.
What?
That's misleading. He didn't have 6 gun incidents.
What you just did, mislead. What you just did.
No, man, he didn't have 6 gun incidents, Cat.
What?
He didn't have no 6 gun incidents.
5 out of the 7 incidents were guns. What is the matter with you?
Man, he had the one in the strip club and the one yesterday.
Bro, 5 out of the 7 incidents were guns.
It was 4. It's 4. You're right. It was 4. It was 4. Because the other one they considered was a red bean.
It don't matter. What's the matter with you, dog? What are you doing? I don't understand this. That's just crazy. Yo, my phone about to die, bro. I got.
Hey, what you doing tonight?
No, I'm just sitting here with the kids.
We gotta link up, man. I'll leave on Wednesday.
Let me know.
All right.
Let's chop it up tomorrow.
All right. Peace. Hey, y'all niggas better understand something, man. I'm always come from the other side. I gotta ask the question, man, because I want to know. Shout out to my man Cat for coming in and talking. You can't roast me, nigga, because I don't give a fuck about what none of you niggas' opinion is. See, that's the difference between me and you bitch ass niggas. Y'all be worried about other people's opinion. That's why I don't work for the NBA. I don't work for nobody. I work for myself, nigga. So you niggas can't fire me and your opinion don't mean a motherfucking thing. That's the difference. When you really a boss, when you really put yourself in that position, I walk around my gun. I do what I want to do, and I don't give a fuck about what you got to say about it. I don't care about your opinion. See? Like, you motherfuckers used to be goddamn 9-to-5 employees. I'm not going to expect you to understand where I'm coming from. But I see a lot of y'all got live requests, man. I'm going to take some, bring some of y'all in here and let y'all speak y'all piece. Yeah, call me Tony Morant. I like responding to the haters.
So, Tony.
What's up?
What's up, right? This is what I want to say. I feel like his parents has a lot of involvement in this too. His father needs to take control. Ja is still young. He has a lot of growing to do. But you can't keep repeating the same thing. You still a grown man.
So let me ask you a question. Y'all feel like because Ja Morant has had multiple warnings and he flashed a gun that he should be suspended, he should be kicked out of the league, or do you think that that flash of a second is worth him losing millions of dollars. I'm just trying to get
No,
perspective.
so this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't think that he needs to be banned from the league, but I do think he deserved like a punishment. Like he can't keep apologizing these fake apologies and coming right back doing the same thing. What if that gun would have went off? Like it could have been different things that could have happened at that time. And I don't want to pull the black and white. I see you posted like Wentz gave, you know, the old line guns or whatever. That's totally different. They not on the web flashing the guns. They not doing none of that.
They actually do post their guns on their social media.
So whether he was
Show me
shooting,
an Eagles player that posted the gun.
Oh, it's plenty of them. Like,
Okay, pull it up.
You go to Carson Wentz page. He got plenty of guns.
They are hunter guns though.
So
that's it.
Tony, stop. Tony, stop justifying.
What does that mean?
Tony, stop trying to justify.
What other kind of gun? What other kind of gun is it? It's not a hunter gun.
Tony, they not on live. They not doing none of that. Tony, stop justifying for that. Like, don't do that.
What's the
like,
other
come
gun?
on.
Where was they brandishing guns though? Where was those Eagles players brandishing guns? That's the point.
Exactly. Where?
You know what I'm saying? Like them white boys don't brandish them guns.
You keep letting him get an opportunity. He gonna end up being somewhere and not having anything. You got everything that people want, that people would die for, and you jeopardize it.
Hey, hold on. I'm trying to say something. There's a point we missing here though.
We can barely hear you, bro. You sound far as hell.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Nah, I don't know if you're on Bluetooth, but remove your Bluetooth or something.
I'm gonna do that. Hold on 1 second. All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying we missing a big point here. Is the NBA invested in Ja Morant's parents or Ja Morant? You see what I'm saying? Like he's a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like he worked his ass off to get to where he is. He's not a minor. You see what I'm saying? He's worth over 250 million. You know, he knows exactly what he's doing. You know, does he need better guidance? Yes, but like he's a grown ass man. You know, the NBA's invested in him and not his parents. You know, when he signed that NBA contract, did his parents have to co-sign? Did he need to co-sign with his parents to sign that NBA contract, or did he sign the contract? You see what I'm saying? He didn't need no co-signer. So that's the point, you know.
I hear y'all perspective. How you doing? What's up?
Hey, so I want to give my 2 cents. I think that he was irresponsible because he absolutely does have, you know, younger people who are looking up to him, and he has to be more responsible about the what he puts out there. However, I don't think that it should have been. I feel like they're trying to make an example out of him, and I think that anytime a Black person does anything wrong, they try to make examples out of us. I feel like if he had been white, he would not have been giving.
Yo, stay pulling the break.
I mean, it's
but this is the second time that he did. This is his 4th time doing it. How many times do you get?
He's a
like
young
even
man,
and you know that you are Black. You know that you are like African American. Go ahead.
Let me say this, sis. Like, he is Black. He is an African-American young boy. However, he's also influenced by the music that in his environment. And that's what is being talked about. And that's his culture, right? So if
I'm glad
culture,
you brought that up. I got something to say about that.
Hold on, don't interrupt her.
I'm sorry.
So
My bad.
If that's what he's used to and that's what he's surrounded by, because you have rappers like Lil Durk, NBA Youngboy, who gets paid to talk about robbing and killing niggas, right? And then you want this young boy who may be looking up to these people who are rappers, and now you want to try to punish him because he's a product of his environment. Granted, he has to be more responsible. I don't go. I'm open to your opinion. I'm just telling you my opinion.
No, I like that's your opinion.
Okay.
It is what it is. But like, I'm gone.
Okay.
Have a nice night.
I got something to say on top of what you just said. I'm glad you mentioned culture. So let me know when I got the floor. But I'm listening, sweetheart.
No, you got the floor. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here.
I'm so glad you mentioned, you know, our culture and stuff like that. You know, The problem we're facing here is, you know, white people profit off our culture. We sell our culture to the white folks, and not only do they profit off of us, then when we fuck up, part of my French, they profit off of that too. You see what I'm saying? So, like, let's go back to Ja Morant. Like, who is more culturally influenced? Is it NRA gun owners? Is it all these corny people who wear overalls and they own farms and they have straws in their mouth and stuff like that? Are people checking for them on social media? Or is it people, these young black males, entrepreneurs that got swag that everybody looks up to? When you cool, when you have swag, that's all everybody checking for. You know what I'm saying? So you run the culture.
Let me say this real quick. You know, the rappers want to be the athletes want to be the rappers want to be the drug dealers, the athletes want to be the drug dealers, the rappers, the trappers. So we have like this in our culture, we have like this very unique shit that everybody wants to be the next other person. Like the successful athletes, guess what they aspire to be? The drug dealers and the rappers. I see niggas that make it to the NFL, and all of a sudden they put their whole focus, or the NBA, they put their whole focus into their music career now. They say, hey, fuck the sport that's paying me millions of dollars. Now I'm going to turn into a hip hop artist. So it's like everybody wants to be the next person. They can already have success in their lane, but one of those things that's very interesting is that our culture, and definitely in people that are of success, they all look up to music for sure. Music is the most inspiring shit in our culture. No matter what, everybody listens to music. And, you know, the reality is there's billions of dollars that's pumped into certain types of music, like Lil Durk, like NBA Youngboy, like the murder kill shit. So drill music and hip hop, I mean, I find myself some days, I'm like, man, I gotta turn this shit off. Like, just real talk, like, I'll find myself listening to shit, and I'm like, nigga, you a boss, I gotta get this shit on my, but no, think about it back, like, even when I was back in college, back in the days, like, Knuck If You Buck and all that Crime Mob and all that trap music and all that shit inspires niggas to follow after it and to mimic it and mirror it. When you hear city girls talk about shit, you think it's some girls that ain't gave up some pussy because they heard the way the city girls did? You think some girls ain't did some shit based off the music that they hear? So like it goes for men and women. We are influenced heavily by the music, and people can say whatever they want to, but like once you get money, you can be whoever the fuck you want to be. You could have grew up in the suburbs, but if you really like NBA Youngboy, you from the suburbs, guess what? Now you a nigga that can mirror more of that because you got the money and the resources to go kick it with Youngboy. You got the ability to be in those markets. So that's why I say, like, we have like one of the most hypocritical societies in the world where, you know, we'll pump guns. NRA spends billions of dollars. They pump alcohol, billions of dollars spent behind alcohol. And then like when, you know, like they pump gambling, right? And all these things that they start spending billions of dollars behind. And then guess what? They start making small little rules to punish people because they're profiting off, and then they're able to profit off the back end of even making the punishments and putting that shit in place. So like I just want to think about it from a real, like, we got to be fair to a couple things because obviously, like, we understand music is crazy. And music just really, it plays a huge part on our culture, man. I'm seeing, like, 10-year-olds with switches and shit. Like,
can I say something?
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but also because I had to have this conversation. I have a 12-year-old, right? And I was telling him this situation, and I was telling, like, I feel like sometimes when people are, I don't know how Ja was raised and if he was raised in the hood or if he was raised on outskirts, right? But sometimes when people are not raised and they're not privy to that lifestyle, they chase that looks fun. And so if that's the music that he's in, if that's appealing to him, and he probably ain't never been in the hood, his parents, I don't know this to be sure. But I'm saying,
why do we assume that he ain't been in the hood? Maybe the nigga grew up. Maybe he grew up gangster. See, we just assume like this nigga might not be about that life.
He's not from the hood though. Ja wasn't raised in the hood. He's not from the hood.
I don't know Ja. So I don't know if you know Ja, but to personally say that so solid, like you know him, is different. Like we don't know what his dad might really been in that shit. See, his dad, when we look at this shit, his